Stu, what do you think was happening in the first sort of 15 minutes there where they jumped you?
Well, they outworked us, outnumbered us around the contest, which allowed their class to come through. And then when we won it back, we're under more pressure than what we dished out. So if you give a good team that sort of time and space, you allow their class to shine through, but their hardness as well just outworked. They were harder, outworked. At different periods there, we then pushed back, but they kept coming and kept hitting the scoreboard. So we've got a fair bit to work on. It's obviously the start of a long year, so and that is a team that played off in the grand final. So we sit here and we'll take what we need to out of it and get going next week.
Yeah, I guess there was that third quarter blitz as well from him that also sort of put the game to bed. Were you expecting more, after half time?
Oh, we expected more across the whole day. I don't think we're able to sustain a style of play that we're after longer than sort of 10 minutes, I'd say. So that is disappointing because there's a lot of things, 11 of their 16 are from turnover. So again, but we'll sit here and I think people will talk about the skill in the conditions, but Sydney's pressure was outstanding. Like I said, they outnumbered. They were always offensively had the outnumber, which allows their skills to shine through, and then defensively they put us under pressure. And I think we lived in a bit of land of hope, and maybe it might come out, might come over the back, might come out wide to me. But against good teams, that's not going to happen. We need to get our hands dirty, and we didn't at all.
Did the players go back into their shell a little bit? Do you reckon a little bit reactive after that start?
Well, no, I think, they kicked the last. I think we kicked the last two, so to claw back a little bit, dodged a bullet. That could have been 7 or 8 goals the way they started. So look, there might have been some individuals that potentially did, but collectively as a whole, I think that we could try to change a couple of things. We called a sub early. We made a couple of moves, but in the end, if you're trying to make moves to try and get them to work harder, it's a little bit difficult. So there'll be some good vision to come out of that, and make sure that we play the game on its merits. And like I said, not live in the land of hope that it might come out a nice easy ball. There's no easy ball, particularly on a Saturday night in southeast Queensland in those conditions.
There's obviously a lot of hope coming out of pre-season. Does that get rocked at all by 4 quarters like that?
No, look, we're disappointed. But it doesn't. We're wounded, but we're thinking the short term and get back into it tomorrow. I think that's the only way. And there's 9 teams that are probably feeling the same. 8 is a draw, but they probably take it as a loss, so maybe 10, whatever way you look at it. It's not what we wanted. Don't want to hide from that. But this game demands that you get going again, and we've got another opportunity next week.
You went tall up forward, and last year one of your issues was the efficiency, making the most of those chances. Tonight, sort of same, you got it on terms in the second quarter. Don't think you kicked a goal when you had the chances. It's sort of just a work in progress to try and get that link.
Yeah, a little bit. It bounced out of there too much, but I don't think there was a height issue again. They play sort of, most of the night we had 2 talls and a medium, and they've got 2 talls and a medium back. So I'll still point to the fact that they outworked us. They read the ball better and worked together better. I think we were looking for some easy ball, and it's not going to come. Not in this game, that's for sure.
What do you think of an extension of that, Ben King? It's obviously nice to have him out there, but what do you think of his performance?
Oh, look, I thought he kept going. We weren't expecting, a best on ground performance, but we expect him to create a contest. He'll get some confidence from that. a nice finish. He's going to take a little bit of time, but then also it wouldn't surprise me if next week he bounces up and has a really good game either. So he'll keep fronting up and he'll keep working hard. It wasn't his night tonight, but it wasn't really any of our guys' night. I'm not going to single anyone out. I think it's collectively we didn't get the job done and we didn't play the way we wanted to. So we'll reward those guys that did behind closed doors. But for now, we wear it together.
You got a few on your injury list. Is there a couple that might be in the frame to be available next week? Look, we're hoping Lockie Weller was line ball to have a run in our VFL today. He could have. We decided not to. So he's one that we think would be available. And then a couple we'll just see how they progress come Monday, Tuesday, early in the week, and see how that goes. Yeah. Collins, what's the update on him? We know he went off and it was probably late-ish. How's he?
We had to get assessed, obviously. And then once that happens, I think there was about 11 or 12 minutes to go and the game's done. Once you got to be off for 15, 20 minutes.
Was he concussed?
No, he passed his test. So he'll be fine next week. But yeah, obviously with that minute's break, he can't come back out. Thank you.
Thank you.